The following contest is a no disqualifications match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making his way to the ring from Kingdom of Nye, weighing 274 pounds, Luther!
Taz, he's a man known as the original Death Dealer. Luther has taken umbrage with Jimmy Havoc calling himself the Deathmatch Man.
Yes, we've seen this brew for quite some time between these two maniacs, Luther and Havoc. And speaking of the devil,
and his opponent from Camden Town in London, England, weighing 14 stone, Jimmy Havoc!
Jimmy Havoc has been on a tear in AEW since teaming up with Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford. He's kind of found focus and found purpose, but now he's being haunted by a deathmatch legend in Luther.
yeah, this should be this match. This is no DQ, no disqualification. And between these two guys, it's going to get heavy. And you never know with Penelope on the outside and Kip, you never know if they're going to get involved, what they're going to get involved, what they're going to do. There's no DQ, so they kind of can just do whatever they're going to do.
Yeah, the numbers seemingly against Luther here, but that's never stopped Luther in the past.
I like Luther's, I like the eyeball on the head. That is an eyeball, you realize
Yes.
that. Most eyeballs don't have red dots under in the top, but he's got red eye.
It's his third eye.
You get it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay.
Referee Paul Turner drawn the unenviable task of trying to keep track of these two demons.
Wow, Luther with someone that's much experience. He took his eye off the ball, his opponent, and Kip had him distracted, and Havoc capitalized.
Took all three eyes off the ball.
Well done.
And now Havoc, though, firing in shots. Luther using his size of it. Oh!
Wow, good job by Luther, big man. Oh, wow.
Overhand chop, knife edge chop. Havoc catching, and
Bite him.
chomping the hand of Luther. But again, Taz, it's no DQ. It's illegal.
Elbow, you see that joint lock, that snapping of the elbow by Havoc on the right arm, and now biting the side of the hand.
And a big closed fist shot across the jaw. Havoc charges in. Luther banderas him up, sends him out to the outside, and Luther grabbing a handful of hair of Havoc.
It's not much of Havoc's hair, but it worked. And again, back to that elbow and arm.
Guillotining the arm over the top rope, and now Havoc climbing up, dives in, but Luther catches him on the crossbody.
Fall away slam type throw right there. Good job. Good job by Luther.
But an even better job by Kip Sabian being right there, sliding in the chair to Jimmy Havoc.
Again, it's no disqualification.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh my God, Havoc just bludgeoning Luther with that chair. Now, the shots to the arm, the back, the knee, the elbow.
Every joint possible except the back. That's not a joint, but oh man. Wearing out his opponent, wearing out Luther. Now what? Oh
And
God, he's gonna snap his elbow.
Luther down, Havoc going to the outside. But Havoc up to the top. Luther, just wings the chair at the face of Havoc, sending him.
Put Havoc right in the mush, man, with that chair.
Sending him down, and now Kip Sabian checking on Jimmy Havoc, but Luther,
What's Luther up to?
behind their backs, he's headed up to the top.
I think Luther's gonna fly.
And Luther, big flipping senton crashing down on the outside.
Just about 275 pounds right there, flying through the air.
Take another look as the
at Luther.
original Death Dealer takes flight. It looks like Sabian might have caught the worst of it. But now Havoc being sent into the barricades.
Well, it shows how bad Luther wants to win this match, to do anything he can and take a risk like that for a guy with his experience. Over 30 years experience does Luther have. Jimmy Havoc with over 15 years experience, and he gives up time to Luther. Oh!
No.
Luther, the diving knee drop as Havoc was strung out. So
Yeah, well, Havoc's lower back was sitting on the seat of that steel chair, so there was nowhere for his lower back to go as Luther comes down with that big knee.
Now Luther maintaining control of Havoc and just driving him face first into the chair. Jimmy Havoc trying to put some space between himself and Luther, but the original Death Dealer not letting Havoc wander off far.
Just got to keep the pressure on. If you're Luther, you're doing the right thing. He understands this is far from his first rodeo. You keep the pressure on Havoc, and he's doing a good job of it right now, is Luther.
Yeah, Luther knows just how dangerous Havoc is. And oh, the big boot takes Havoc off his feet, and Luther.
Great flexibility by the big man right there.
Yeah, he brought that boot up real high as Sabian taking the chair out of the ring. I think Luther had plans for both of those chairs, but now he's going to have to just content himself to destroying Jimmy Havoc with a single chair.
Sabian's, yeah, I was going to say, he's fixing to slide a chair, and he did.
He did, but Luther intercepted it and drove that outside edge of the chair into the ribs and then the face of Havoc.
And if you're just joining us here on Dark, this is a no disqualification matchup, hence why the referee is not stopping all this chair involvement. Oh, man, those shots were heavy.
Vicious rights there from Havoc. He charges in.
Watch out! Oh, my God, hip toss.
Oh.
Spine first on the back edge of the chair.
And now Luther, just the running knee to follow it up. Look at the grotesque angle of how Jimmy Havoc's back landed on that chair.
Look at his slow back. And that's a great way to really make you get a better backlash, I'll tell you. Oh, that's a tough way to go about it. And you can see pointing out.
1, 2, no!
Luther gunning in and pointing all his offense towards the lower back of Havoc. Did some kind of a primal scream there. Did you hear that?
Certainly did, yeah.
High-pitched kind of odd sound.
But Luther, despite being the death match king, you're exactly right, Taz. He's focusing all his fire on that lower back of Jimmy Havoc. Now he covers 1, 2.
Kind of sound like a sparrow. You hear a sparrow like falls on his foot or something? It's like a high, crazy pitch sound.
It sounded nothing like a sparrow. I'm not an ornithologist, Taz, but it sounded nothing like a sparrow.
I'm not either. But Havoc, I know this much, and you know this much. He is up to no good. He's got some bad intentions on his mind. He's got 2 chair skis right there set up. Havoc. Oh, it's going to be Havoc for Havoc.
Yeah, Jimmy Havoc being set up on those chairs. It might look leisurely, but it certainly isn't when Luther comes crashing off the top, and that's exactly what he's designing to do.
No. Look at Kip. Look at
Sabian.
My friend.
Sabian saying, "You're not going to hurt my friend." And now Jimmy Havoc, that rising shot catching Luther.
Well, that little bit of an opening is all Havoc needed. Now look at Havoc. Might be going to the tippy top rope here for something.
Havoc up to the top hook on Rana, but Luther actually cleared the chairs.
Overshot the chairs, and
that was probably the best thing that could happen for Luther.
Yeah, absolutely.
Havoc, the diving stomps into the chairs. Havoc covers 1, 2, no, Luther able to kick out.
You hear Penelope screaming and yelling. These people are all wacky. It's just crazy. I mean, we knew it when we saw it earlier. We realized it was going to be Havoc and Luther. We're like, oh, man.
And now, the butterfly suplex on Havoc.
Yeah, nice tight double underhooks right there and getting that throw.
And you see
butterfly throw, yes.
Havoc clutching that elbow, so not only is his lower back damaged, but perhaps his right arm as well.
You could really blow your elbow up big time, landing on a hard surface. And that you can see the elbow, maybe it will inflame. We'll see throughout this match. Now, wow, look at Luther.
Luther up to the middle rope and now
balanced
up to the top, using Jimmy Havoc. And driving him head first into that chair in the center of the ring. Luther covers 1, 2, no!
But both these guys are veterans. You see, they both go for covers. They know they're trying to win a match. They don't get hung up and stuff. They go for covers.
Just because they're experienced in death matches doesn't mean they don't know how to wrestle.
These guys trained pros. Yeah, no, I agree.
Very well-trained wrestlers, and now Luther just grabbing the face of Jimmy Havoc, digging
his eye.
Oh!
Rabbit punched him in the back of the head and just fish hooking his eye a moment ago.
But the thing is, Taz, it's all legal.
Yes.
Luther just tearing at the face of Jimmy Havoc.
Oh! What the hell?
Penelope Ford. Oh! Kip Sabian follows up with a chair to the face. And Havoc, oh, the fish hook DDT. Cover 1, 2, 3. That is it. Jimmy Havoc, with an assist from his friends, puts away Luther.
Here's your winner, Jimmy Havoc.
Well, that Penelope Ford, she is definitely a Hellcat for sure. She is such a massive asset for anyone's corner she's in, usually with Kip, and we see it here with Jimmy Havoc. Even though it was just water, it was enough. It was enough to distract Luther, and he ends up losing the match because of it.
Penelope Ford has proven time after time again that she is a difference maker when it comes to the matches with Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc.
Yeah, the water was a distraction. The steel chair by Kip. Fisherman Jones, boom, boom, right ahead. It's over. Havoc gets the dupe.
Kip Sabian winging that chair at the face of Luther. It stunned him for long enough for Havoc to hook him up in that DDT. And Jimmy Havoc defeats Luther, but Taz, something tells me this story is far from over.
Agreed.